Hello everyone, Oaken here, and I'm back with a very special video. Today is a video that'll only come out once a month, meaning this is a series of videos that'll come out once a month starting now. I'm doing a collaboration with Zbricks Zach, aka Zbricks. Go follow him on Instagram and YouTube. On Instagram it's Zbricks Zach, on YouTube it's Zbricks. He's a really good friend, and we are basically making custom CMF drafts every single month. From November on. This month, in honor of Frozen 2, we are doing a Frozen series. So, our first figure in this Frozen series is Hans Westgard, and he has the Hansel hairpiece, along with sideburns, the white coat, and, of course, the jeans. I love how his coat is actually shorter than his body is. So his jeans are extended up a little. I also love how all of these figures in this series aren't mini dolls, because all of the figures from the sets are actually mini dolls, but not these. So he also used the sword, the generic sword that comes in pretty much every set with a knight. I think it comes in the new knight for the minifigures for series 19. So so that's Hans Westgard. Our next figure is Olaf, but the summer variant. Now this is one of my favorite ones. It has one new mold, and that is the dual molded head hat combo. So it's basically the seagull, of course, for its accessory. It actually has two accessories, the cane and the seagull. His body is the same body as before, but his head is pretty much the same, but just modified with a head hat combo. Now, this is in the first Frozen movie. This series has 18 figures, 4 from Frozen 2 and 14 from Frozen 1, or a mix between them. So this is one of my favorite ones, the Olaf summer version. It's amazing. I just love it. Everything about him you should love. So our next figure is Yuka. He has one new hair mold, or one new mold overall, and that is his hair. It does look similar to the another hairpiece, but it's just modified a little bit. I love his Harry Potter type glasses too. Those turned out really well. And I'm not sure if this would actually realistically work, but he does have the mustache attached, along with the pirate thing, the pirate shoulder pads. Now, he needed the pirate shoulder pads. He also needed the mustache, but I'm not sure if those two would work together on the same piece. It might. I don't know, but this is concept art. So he does have one new mold. He has, of course, the thing across his chest. I forgot what that's called. And his white gloves, of course, as always. So this is a really good figure. And the next figure is Eric, who is also Duke of Wesselton's guard. One of them, it's the one on the right. You got there the super long coat, which is actually extended. It's the cloth piece that is used in a handful of minifigures, mostly CMFs actually. He also has a crossbow, Superman's hair, and an amazing looking beard. I love how his beard turned out. He also has his white gloves extended on to the arm print, which I think turned out really good, and the yellow buttons and the yellow belt, of course. So our next figure after Eric is Kristoff, but the young version. He has the baby reindeer, baby Sven, to be more accurate. He also has the windswept hairpiece, which I think fit him so well. He also has the amazing print with a coat and mid-legs, because it is the young version of Kristoff. He's the generic smirk smile, similar to the one that Zbricks used for my logo. And I love how his coat also extended onto his onto his leg print. That turned out really good, and his boot print is also really good. I love his olive green, or darker green gloves. And after young Kristoff, we have Pabby. Now, Pabby is a really good one because I didn't expect Zbricks to use a new mold for the head. It is a dual molded head, and he also uses the gem piece. I love everything about this figure. It's one of my favorites, honestly. He even has the small details of the freckles on him. But I was thinking that he would use the Ewok head just because, like, this would take a lot to make a new mold. But he did it, and it looks amazing. He uses the Robin coat, or the Robin cape, which is the smaller cape used, and the rock pieces from the newer space series of city sets. So after Pabby, this one kind of goes together. It is Balda. Balda is the girl version, I believe. She also has one new mold, the dual molded head, and that one, and this, and Balda has a book as an accessory. The headpiece also extends down to his shoulder pads, or her shoulder pads. So this one turned out really well. I love how he has the book piece too, or she, sorry. I love how she has the book piece. Great figure overall. And after Balda, we have Oaken. Oaken turned out really good. He has a new mold, the dual molded hair hat combo, which turned out amazing on him. I think that this is what Lego would do. I love how his suspenders actually go up onto his body mold, and then he also has a wooden toy, or wooden little statue, which I think looks amazing, given that he is a carpenter, I believe. Based on the pictures of me coming up with their descriptions, I believe he is a carpenter. So great Oaken figure. I love the detail that that Zbricks used on the body print. It looks amazing. After this is my favorite figure from the series, also the one with the most new molds. It is Marshmallow. Marshmallow turned out amazing. No, not the DJ Marshmallow. The Marshmallow from Frozen. I know that a lot of people were thinking that. Especially me, when I first saw Marshmallow in Frozen. Anyway, he has 3 new molds, a left arm, right arm, and a body piece. Now these are Hulk modified pieces, and they just have spikes, and then the head is also new. But pretty much everything in this figure is a new mold, except for the hands and the 2 blue pieces that go into his arms into his body, and I love the teal color in this figure too. After Marshmallow, we have Anna Frozen Heart. Anna Frozen Heart turned out really good. I don't think that is a new mold for the hair because it doesn't say, but she does have the Boba Fett cape type thing, the side cape, which I think turned out amazing. I love how blue this character is. Like, it used so many shades of blue, and it all turned out amazing. If Lego created this, then it would be one of my favorite figures. It's one of my favorite figures overall in the series, just because of how unique it is. After Anna is Elsa Coronation. This one uses a lot of pieces for her accessory. She has the ball and a scepter type thing. It's a piece that looks like a pencil but in gold, and then the egg on top that is printed. She uses Princess Leia's hair from Star Wars 6, and she does look a little sad. She has amazing teal print, I believe, on all over her body. And she has, my favorite part of this figure is the printing by her knee that kind of like goes up in like a crown type way. So that is Elsa. the coronation variant of Elsa. So next up we have Kai. He used the Alfred hairpiece in orange, I believe in orange. It's a orange tint. He also has the white gloves and the green jacket with the bow tie type thing. It's not a mold though, it is a print. I love his smile. It looks amazing compared to the picture. And his belt especially looks amazing. This one reminds me of like an older version of Newt from Fantastic Beasts. So after Kai, we have King Agar. So here's King Agar. King Agar, I believe, is Elsa's dad. He used the pirate type piece, but just printed on instead of molded on. If he did use the pirate piece, then that would be 3 in 1 series, which is a little excessive. So that's why we didn't use the pirate piece on this person. But he has a lot of gold printing. His hair is from the dog award winner guy from series 16, I believe, in orange. And I love his mustache. His face print is just amazing. His coat especially. This one probably has one of the most detailed body prints. And after King Agar, we have Queen Iduna. And she has the Princess Leia hair, just like the Elsa coronation one. But this time she has a crown. This one I actually saw Zbricks design when we were talking one day. And it's so interesting how he designs these. It is so much different than how Ashton designs them. And they look really good. So I love her blue necklace and her jacket print that goes down onto her new skirt mold that is new for 2018, I believe. And this figure turned out really good. Our next figure after that one is Elsa Frozen. This is the Frozen 2 variant. This is our first character from Frozen 2 in this series. She has either 1 or 2. I think just 1. But it's just down there to give you a better look at it. It is her Gecko, I believe. It's the Gecko mold, but like an ice kind of lizard, I guess. And her hair is the same one from Disney Series 2. And her dress, to my opinion, is better than the Disney Series 2 one. I love how he highlighted everything in her hair mold and how her face looks. She just looks really determined, I guess. And our next figure is Anna from Frozen 2. This one also looks really determined with the face print. She has almost all of them have jackets. I mean, it is Frozen, but her jacket print is really good. It uses a bunch of different shades of pink, purple, lavender type. This figure probably has the most gold out of any of them. So she also uses the orange hairpiece, of course. I don't know exactly what hairpiece that is, but it looks amazing on her. And after that, we have Lieutenant Mathias, or Mathias, however you pronounce his name. This one looks really good. This is the other one that uses the pirate shoulder pad. This one, I love the green tint. The legs also kind of remind me of Luke Skywalker with the like wrinkles on the socks. He has the old kind of, like, I think that's the dark gray, not the just dark stone gray, but like the dark gray, like the darker gray. That's either darker gray or black. I think it's darker gray compared to the shoulder pads. But this figure looks amazing. I also love the little badges on his jacket by his hands. So overall, this figure looks amazing. And our last figure is Yelena, and she looks amazing. I love her braid that comes down on her little hair cover, I guess. I don't think that is a hair mold. It's more of a like cover piece for her hair. She does have a scepter that reminds me of Mr. Gold's, except without a gem. It's a circular translucent piece. She has so much detail on her belt, especially the blue little prints that go down the belt. Looks amazing. And she used a lot of white, Zbricks used a lot of white on this figure. And that will wrap up our series, but we do have the bag, which is right there. The bag turned out really good. It even has the warning choking hazard for small parts, not for children under 3 years, which I think is a really good touch. So shout out to Ashnflash and Just Too Good. Go subscribe to them if you haven't already. I'm sure that you have, because Ashnflash shouted me out on one of his community posts. I'm sure that a lot of you remember that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Also go subscribe to Zbricks for the amazing art in this. And don't forget that we have a series coming up in December after this one. Also watch out for Ashnflash's video that is going to be coming out exactly 20 days after this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.